Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between and beyond. All Reason. Welcome to All Reason No Logic. Today we're here on All That Glitters 2.1 to view a cheeky backline eco tactic. In this tactic, we've got three players starting in these positions, communicating to combine one resource with the outcome of Tier 3 Marauders in sub 10 minutes. My best time 7 minutes 47 in game. Usually it's close to that 10-minute mark just with everything that happens in a game, but still pretty good and great for intermediate games, ranging from your true skills bottom down to up to maybe about 30. Anything beyond that, the experienced players tend to catch on to what you're doing. In this tactic, going to need a strong frontliner over in this position and the air player to actually take this position here, hence the strong frontliner in that position. But to the tactic. So yeah, I've used the /take command to take these AI, so don't pay too much attention to the specific resources, more so just the idea of the build. So all three bases going into the 2 mechs, 2 energy mechs, energy start, followed by a lab and bots. Except this middle player where we're focusing our attention today, the eco player, who will build a Lazarus first up, and then go and reclaim the metal that those 3 players would usually have, as well as maybe some of the metal from the front line, where quite often vehicle players don't reclaim that metal on the field. So yes, important to quickly get out, get your cons building all the metals, and your 2 comms on the support teams to capture those metals in the back of the base. And also, of course, important to balance your resources, making sure you've got converters when you've got an excess of energy. I'm not going to go into the specifics of the resource build order here today. Maybe check out the video of the replay in one of the Brightworks replays, in which myself and some friends used this tactic to successfully win a game. I think a few issues there we built with core instead of arm and had to switch it up, so the Marauder rush was a little bit late. But anywho, so what you want to do is make sure you've got enough build power to keep spending that metal, which I definitely don't in this replay. But it do have accurate metal income amounts with, I believe, 18 mexes. We've got the 7 core and 11 arm ones. So yeah, good metal income. You want to probably have 3 or 4 construction turrets at this stage, reclaiming all of the wind and the bot labs with those constructors as you're building the advanced solar. Making sure not to bottom out on any of these resources is key. I see so many people building multiple extractors when they really don't need to because they don't have the energy, and also yeah, same with they're building too much energy when they don't have the metal to keep up. So as you can see, 6 to 8 advanced solar collectors suitable for this tactic, enough to fund the construction of a fusion reactor, which you'll see she comes out shortly. Before that, of course, we need to get that tier 2 advanced bot lab online and build a minimum of 2 advanced construction bots. Quite often in a multiplayer game, your frontliners are going to want some support through supply of those tier 2s, so that might delay this tactic a little bit, which is fine. If they look like they're holding strong, I would encourage them to let you just get to the point if you want to get that win quick smart. So just to speed things up, we get those first 2 constructors out. First one, I've just got him building a converter there just because I've got the excess of energy, but really important to get those first 4 mexes upgraded, and with the second constructor I send him around with a commander to upgrade every other mech slowly in this area. And back to this first advanced construction bot, fusion reactor of course comes up straight after we've upgraded those 4 mexes, and it's really important to keep reclaiming, to keep that metal happening to fund your resources. Once that fusion's up just over 6 minutes, and that second NVU converter we want to see an experimental gantry come up. And as needed, reclaim some of those advanced solars to fund that gantry. And you can see up online just over 7 minutes, and followed by your first Marauder. As I said, 7 minutes 47 is my best in game. See if you can beat it. Have fun with it. And what I usually like to do is get 5 or 6 out in the game, and then hand them off to one of those 2 support players to go on micro. They don't need energy to be microed. So all good to keep everything else in your own hands. And then after getting those first out, I like to reclaim that gantry to build a fusion, which is going to get a fusion up online very quickly. Really important once again to keep that build power, make sure you've got enough storage, and you can see I overflowed a bit there, not to worry. Get that fusion up, and then you want to rebuild that gantry and get the next wave of Marauders out to harass the enemy. So yes, in that sub 10 minute time, you're going to be harassing players. I usually like to travel down through the canyons. That's probably the easiest place, most common place you'll find areas to leak. That first wave's going to cause probably those backline players to quickly go into the tier 2 sniping units, sniper bots, or starlights, maybe Sheldons, to attack from a distance, or something a bit more durable like the I forgot what it's called, the can, is it? Or am I getting confused with Total Annihilation Days? Anyway, so you can see that experimental gantry coming up online. Don't forget as well, it's your responsibility as the eco player to build that all important anti-nuke by around that 13 minute mark in this position. And that's pretty much it, everyone. I encourage you to go check out the Brightworks video that uses this tactic, which I'll put in a link down in the video, or I'll embed it if I can figure out how. And of course, check out all his other videos, some great content. I know he gets me through all my lunch breaks at work, watching one of his videos every day. He does put one out every day, so check him out. And that's it, everyone. Hope to see that tactic getting used. And one other thing, of course, keep scaling, and I like to go into the Razorbacks after that second push, as you can see there. Alright, have fun everyone, see you in the game.